Oh, it's like, we ready. Hey, Poos. It's time. Okay, period. Period. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Hans. Listen, when I tell y'all I've been staring at these damn emails and just not clicking on them, bye. I want to click on them so bad. But like I said, we go, look, thank you for the likes, my love. Thank you. I appreciate the taps. We going Puffs, we gonna treat this bitch like TikTok. Tap them likes, get them likes in, y'all. Get them in. Okay. You made it. Listen. Okay. I want to read it so bad, B. Some of these one-liners in the beginning of the email, I be wanting to click on them, but I do it for y'all. The resistance is real. Do you hear what I'm saying? I do it for y'all, okay? Because, ooh, I be wanting to read that shit. Hey, Pooh. Erin say, damn, the Puffs is here. I love this for us. I love this for us. A whole nother community. Turned up. And at least here we may run into some other people who may not know who I am, but they might be here for a good tea. If you don't know who I am, you're not in the chat. My name is Cece. How you doing? Okay. Me and the Puffs over there on the Clock app on the TikToks. Okay. We love a good key. We love a good tea. Okay. So what we have set up, okay, is I read anonymous emails sent to an email address. No one's names will ever be used unless I need to change the names. Okay. And we just key on the tea. That's what we do. Hey, Poos. All beach. Megan, hello. We about to get to the tea. Now, listen, I promised everybody on the Clock app, because they at work, they doing different things, whoop-de-whoop, that I'm going to give it 10 minutes before we get into the first story. So let me at least bless you with the recap. If you didn't have time to watch the last one, let's do a recap, okay? We had 3 stories that we read last week, or a few days ago. Sorry, not last week. Okay, and Pooh, here we go. The first story was that a young lady worked in a specific facility. Somebody with gastroenteritis was not quarantined. She ended up getting it. Okay, the job had a rule. You know what I mean? You can't miss 4 days in a month. Whoop-de-whoop. Talk about some, you miss 4 days in a month, baby. We taking you off the schedule for a month. Who you talking to, bitch? I got gastroenteritis. Like, who you talking to me? Okay. Baby, she had to get the union rep involved, and it became a whole situation. And I haven't got an update yet, but I swear for Jesus on the cross, she better have got her money. While she was sitting at home for a month, she better have got her money. Okay. Neither here nor there. The next story, okay. The next story we had was a girl. I gotta stop laughing at that. A girl, okay, had a baby. She was with her baby daddy, and a year prior to her, while being pregnant, he cheated on her with the next door neighbor. Okay. Hold, please. The next door neighbor, okay, is a woman that's 17 years their senior. Okay. Now I don't know how old they are, but just hold on to 17 years their senior. Okay. And apparently what she was more mad about, not only was the cheating pissing her off, don't do that. She was more mad about the fact that she's claiming to be pregnant. She has diabetes and 4 teeth. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Okay. When I tell you it was in capital letters, she said, and the bitch has 4 teeth, 4 teeth and diabetes. Oh my God. I promise y'all that was listen, the 4 teeth, I get why you told me that bitch got 4 teeth, okay? Because that's the hoochie your man cheated on you with. So I get that, but why? What? No. Move, Olivia. Now, you cannot be in this. It's not TikTok.
I know.
What?
I know you told me.
Okay. Oh, cute. What's that show called?
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time? Who's the yellow dude? It's a dog, ain't it?
Pluto.
Pluto. Got it.
His name is Jake, and
That's real cute. Maybe it was a reference to the weight. I'm not sure though. I just felt like it was real. I just felt like it was real petty that I had to know that that bitch was a diabetical. That she was a diabetical. I love petty. Okay, you told me she had 4 teeth. Petty. Okay, I'm for it, but not telling me she a diabetical. Not telling me she got the sugars. Okay. Not the sugars. Holy shit. Show my age, why don't I? Okay, the damn sugars. Listen, okay. The last story, okay, the last story was how a young lady, it was her birthday weekend, and she was turned up with some dude for the weekend for her birthday, okay, minding her business, all right, but she forgot that she had told this other dude that she was going to link up with him. Baby, that man blew up her phone as if she owed him money, okay? Like literally blew that phone up. 50 plus messages, calling her back to back, just all up in her, like, where you at? Tight time. Oh my God, not all gums, no teeth. Just call that bitch gummy. I'm still stuck on why the dentist didn't take the last 4 teeth. That's neither here nor there. So he blowing her up on her birthday weekend while she over here sliding with this one. He real upset that she ain't sliding with him. So at the end of the day, he going off on her all through the messages talking about some you will see you next Tuesday for wasting my time. Not on my birthday, B. Not on my birthday. Not on my birthday. Okay. Regardless if I was with John, Jim, Chase, and fucking Anderson, homie, you're not gonna tell me what to do on my good old birthday weekend? You're not going to tell me what to do on my good old birthday weekend. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. You're not going to tell me what to do on my birthday weekend. Okay? So that is the recap. There ain't no ring on no finger. But what I was saying before was that snatcher must be made of gold. For somebody to blow you up 50 messages in the whole weekend, that snatcher must be made of gold. Did he have 14 and was a diabetical too? No, the neighbor. The woman that he cheated on his girl with while she was pregnant. Okay? I promise you the sis only had 4 teeth. Now, here's what I wonder. Hear me out. The 4 teeth, are they in the back? So all of the front is missing. So she got that grip. That thunder grip. The thunder grip. She ain't got no teeth. If they in the back, on the sides. In the streets, they call a gummy grip. In the streets, they call a gummy grip. I mean it. Oh my God. But I promise you, listen to what I'm saying to you. I promise you, between the one girl having the Glock Grip 3000 that he blowing her up all weekend for her, and Gummy Bear on the streets out here, like, the tea is hot. Oh my God, the tea is hot. The tea is hot. I mean it. I mean it. Now I'm not going to get into these. I'm gonna tell y'all one of my stories. And I mentioned it last night, and I said a little bit when it was me and Cope on live. I'm gonna tell y'all a story of how my relationship ended when Piglet came into my life. Yes, Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. Okay, are we ready? All right. So I was dating a kid. I'm gonna say his name because I don't even think he knows I exist anymore. His name was Dawson. Yes, he was of the Caucasian persuasion. Okay, and Dawson was a vibe. We stand Dawson at the moment. Okay, all right. So me and Dawson was with each other for a year. Now, the real big issue with Dawson wasn't Piglet. It was very much his racist grandmother. Okay, me and Grandmama, we didn't get along. Okay, it just. She'll take the crease out of your slacks. I hate you, Rebecca. So me and his racist grandmama, we always had something to say. It was always words. It was always tussle 3000. Okay. Now we got to the point now. I'm also going to preface this by saying I lost my V card when I was 19. This was when I was 16. Okay, cool. So I trusted him enough that I thought I was going to go on ahead and release me to him. Okay, so it was in the mood. It was hot and heavy. It was giving what it was supposed to give in the moment, and then the clothes came off, and I went, I can't do it. Like I literally was just like, I can't do it. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I'm not Winnie the Pooh and you got Piglet. And he's like, what? I was like, why is it so pink? Like Dawaki pink. Like pink. Piglet pink. Pink. Do you hear what I'm saying? Pink. Okay? Like, you are right, baby. Pink. And I was like, how am I supposed to take this seriously? How am I supposed to take this seriously? Yikes. And he was just like, you got to be joking, right? Like, you trying to be funny? And I just don't think this is the time for you to be funny. Baby, my face was like, I promise you, I may be thick, I may be fat, but I'm not Winnie the Pooh. I don't want Piglet. That's not going to get me excited. Okay? And keep in mind, he wasn't not well endowed. Okay? He was blessed. He was blessed. Okay? He was blessed. But what was I supposed to do with that? Also, keep in mind, like outside of things I've seen on TV or the intrawebs, this is very much my first time in this situation. Like the first time in this situation. Okay, because I freak out about germs, bodily germs. Oh, baby, I've never had a whole phase because I'm terrified. Woo, I can't do it. Okay, j- uh, mm. I was like, I love you, I truly do, but I just don't know how we're gonna get past that. Like maybe I need to grow up more. Maybe I need to mature. Maybe we need to just wait a little while. But the fact that we kept tussling about his racist grandmother and that we ended up, ending the relationship. Because I don't. Okay, so for all listen, y'all, are they all pink? They're not all pink. I've seen shows. I've seen the hub. You know what I mean? They're not all pink like that. That made me think he had a blood circulation problem. It started to make me think he might. It started. It started to make me think he may have something he need to get that. I hope he got that looked at. It wasn't even a pink. It was a pink flag. Just fucking flag on the play, bitch. Like just. I mean, I hope he got that looked at, or he found somebody that doesn't think it looks like Piglet. But yeah, I think that was like the last year I talked to him too, because we still stayed in touch and chit chat and what have you. But it was a done deal. It was done. All right, y'all. Let's get into this first story because I know y'all got things to do on this Sunday morning. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get into the first story. And we did a little preface of this last time. So here we are. All right. Buddy gave me an STD though. That was the damn title of the email. Okay. Okay. Wait, what happened? I am not speaking on hair. Excuse me? Wait, what? Huh? What I miss? My ex was a redhead and his was red. Monica! Babes. Red? There is a circulation issue. There's problems. Oh, I'm stressed. Like he had a fever. can't. I hate y'all. Fever pig. Oh shit. I can't. Okay, here's the first one. But he gave me an STD though. I would like to preface. Okay. I would like. Can y'all see this? Because I don't want y'all being able to look through my damn glasses on here. Okay, good. Because I don't want nobody to name Sean. I would like to preface this by saying I just wasn't aware, nor was I old enough to understand what I was getting into. So this particular weekend, I had met a guy at at a house party. For those of you who ain't old enough to know what a house party is, baby, it was where you went when you were under 21 or 18 because you couldn't go to a real club and your parents would kill you. You would lie and you would say that you going over so-and-so's house when really they was charging $1 at the door and y'all were in somebody's basement because their parents were gone with the music turned up, bumping and grinding and acting a fool. That's a house party. All right. Everybody's house party is different, but in Philly, baby, that was the house parties. All right. Sometimes there was no dollar charge. But for the most part, the kids be trying to get these coins. So a chamoy pickle dickle. I hate y'all. Tootsie Pop. Okay. Where was it? Okay. While we were at this party, this guy definitely paid close attention to me and I appreciate it. My friends hyped me up and my friends hyped him up. So we decided to go upstairs in one of my friends' spare bedrooms to their house. Keep in mind, this is a row home. Pause. For everybody who don't know what a row home is, let me fill you in. Row homes are thinner, longer houses that are connected wall to wall on both sides, unless you are a corner house and then you have one side that's facing the street, one side connected wall to the other house. So depending on how thick them walls are, you can hear everything your neighbor got going on and they can hear everything you got going on. All right. Keep in mind that it was a row home, but a lot of the neighbors were not there, which is why we were able to throw said house party. We were up there talking and things got a little spicy. I said I didn't know if I was ready. Plus, I did not know him. And I was, what does that say? Is that supposed to be potentially? I was potentially dating someone from my school. So you at the house party about to give the cookies up and you possibly dating somebody at school? Okay. Okay. But he somehow convinced me, which then lets me know how young and naive I was. I mean, a lot of us have been there. A lot of us have been there. Okay. So we decided to do the do. It was painful. I didn't like it. It was a terrible experience. I wished I never did it. However, what makes this story not the typical story is what followed after. Second paragraph. I love that I got 2 paragraphs. Okay. A few days later, I was getting massive cramps. Keep in mind, I didn't have my period yet. So your hormones kicked in like that for you to do something you didn't even get you didn't even have the red devil yet and you just out here? Oh, all right. I mean, that's great because you can't get pregos, but like, ooh, them hormones must have been real in the paint, no? Okay. So yeah, so I was getting massive cramps. You better give me a shout out. Give who a shout out? Is Megan in here? Not that Megan, not TikTok Megan, but my other bestie Megan. She told me some better give me a shout out. Megan, are you in here? Anyway. I was getting massive cramps and I was getting worried. I asked my mom to take me to my doctor because I didn't know why I was getting the cramps and it wasn't let up. I had missed 4 days of school at this point. They thought that I was having some sort of gastro or internal issues that I may potentially need surgery. Surgery for cramps? Is that the thing? Like if you have excessive cramps for multiple days, they talk about surgery? Is that a thing? I feel like that's not a thing. I feel like them doctors are crazy as hell. Like, huh? Huh? No, Luna, she didn't get her period yet. She ain't got no period yet. There's no period. Like, oh, okay. Um, After we went to the doctors, they just realized it was extensive cramping. They asked my mom to leave the room so they could ask me personal questions. At first, she didn't want to leave because she was scared for me, but I told her it was okay. That's when the doctor asked me all of the sexual questions that didn't pertain to my mom needing to know. And when I told them about the incident at the house party, he then wanted to give me an STD test. Not me being able to see the next sentence. Oh, sis. Okay, sis. Okay, that could be a surgical thing. All right, cool. Here we go. After a couple days, the results came back in. I received a phone call directly to my phone because I asked them not to tell my mother. If it wasn't life-threatening, they did not have to. I don't know what you're trying to say here. I think what she's trying to say. Okay, the sentencing word structure fucked up. So we're gonna do what we need to do right here. Okay. Pretty much I found out that not only did I have the clap, but I also had herpes. Not the left, right, good night. Not the left, right, good night. Not the left, right, good night. I mean it. 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 Not the left, right, good night. Not the left, right, good night. You hear me? I, of course, had to get medication, which my mom then had to get involved because I can't pick up medication by myself. I then had to explain to my mom the situation. P.S. P.S. He did this to over 9 girls. Nine? Over 9? Homeboy out here starting the pandemic all his own in his school. Police! Call the cops. Police! Lock them up. Book them, Dano. Book them. Like, book them, Dano. Book them. Like, what? He must have been a smooth operator out here just getting you chick. And here's, okay, and let's talk about it because she was young. There was no protection. Y'all had health class. Y'all know about condoms. Why was there no condoms? Why was there no condoms? Why, Sway? Why? It's not human nature. Why, Sway? When I tell y'all, I'm germs freak me out. I feel bad for this baby. You see what I'm saying? Sweetie bum, I feel terrible for you. Okay? Because that's a left, right, good night, don't nobody need. Now, the clickety clap, 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 you can get rid of that. But depending on what type of herpes this is, baby, it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. You're living with that forever. Cardi B type shit. Some classes don't talk about them. You know what? I hate it here. Not talking about. That's a good point. But here's what I'm saying. Don't nobody have house parties. House parties is a very hood type thing. Like, that's like a, you know what I'm saying? That's a type thing. Okay? Because when I hung out with my Caucasian friends, they had mansion parties. That was different. There was a lot of pills, alcohol, and situations. House parties are more hood shit, very under the radar type shit, and you just be out here acting a fool trying to get you a little boyfriend for Monday morning. Why ain't nobody talking about condoms in the hood? I don't know. I'm hurt. I'm real but hurt. I mean it. I feel bad for this baby. I really hope that they're okay physically. I hope that they're okay mentally. Okay, because God damn, he literally gave y'all the left, right, good night. Nine. Y'all don't talk to each other. Like, you girls don't go to school and be like, I hooked up with Sam. Like, y'all don't talk to each other. Cause y'all ain't got friends or enemies. Y'all don't have enemies who find out your business and then tell everybody else. So y'all all know y'all boinking the same boy. I don't know how far back then is though. I don't know how far long, how long. Woo. My health class, listen to what I'm saying to you. My health classes growing up scared me so much. That's why I couldn't have a whole face, because I was scared from the pictures I saw of all the diseases you can get. I was terrified. Okay. And I'm 37. So the AIDS epidemic was during a time. Okay. I learned all up in the midst of the craziness. Okay. Just terrified. Pandemonium. I pray for you, baby. To all the sky daddies, I pray for you, sweets. I pray for you, baby. Woo, baby Jesus. Here we go. Title of email. Title of email is I should have cheated. I should have lied. I should have cheated. I should have cheated. I have been married. Apologies. I had been married for 9 years. Okay. In that 9 years, me and my husband at the time, was having fertility issues. We were trying to get pregnant for 7 out of the 9 years we were together. Unbeknownst to me, he was not only sleeping with my best friend, but also my sister. The best friend and the sister? I'm finna go to jail. I'm finna go to jail. That's not even the kicker. Wait, no. I think I skipped. Hold on. Sleeping with my best friend and my sister. Oh, God. He was sleeping with my best friend and my sister. However, the way I found this out was what made it more embarrassing. My mama told me. How your mama know? Your mama might know about the sister, but how she know about the best friend? Jail. Lock him up. Book him, Dano. Book him. Book him. Hold on. Hold, please. Glitter Megs, I know you in here. I love your face. Good luck at work. Book him. Hold on. One night while we was at dinner, me, my sister, my dad, my brother, my 2 uncles, and my aunt was having a family dinner. Drinks were flowing, laughs were going. We were playing board games. My husband had an overnight shift, so he wasn't at the dinner. At the time of the dinner, I received a text message from my then best friend asking me what I was up to. I explained to her that I was at family dinner. We was drinking, having a good time. If she wanted to come over, come on over, because she had been my best friend for over 20 years. So my family was used to her being around. At first, she said she didn't want to get out of bed because she was already relaxing, but eventually, after some coaxing, is that the word you wanted to use? Coaxing? Spell check and shit. After some coaxing, she finally came over. Now, keep in mind, me and my family are multiple bottles of wine and beer deep. We are intoxicated, but it's still a good time. She comes over, she starts drinking. In the midst, I noticed at one point my mom kept giving her the stink eye, or when she would talk, my mom would roll her eyes. And that is confusing because my mom loved her. Eventually, as we continue to play games, we wind it down with our alcoholic beverages in the living room. My best friend said something along the lines, I would never lie to my best friend because she is my sister. My mom then says, bitch, you lying right now. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'll stop, cousin. I apologize. Expeditious. I'm sorry. Okay. But that's what it said. I was just reading it. Just, okay. Okay. I then said, Mom, in caps. So I'm assuming she was like, Mom. Like, yes. I'll handle that later. I'll handle it later, please. Thank you. She said she's lying to your face and I know about it. And if she don't tell you something, I'm going to tell you something. My best friend, we'll call her Ashley. Ashley, when she walked past me. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll call her Ashley. Ashley got extremely defensive, but stayed calm. I'm assuming out of respect of my family and specifically my mother. She claims she did nothing of the sort and that she has never lied to her best friend. And you know that. Okay. Whole chest. Okay. She said, you got a minute and I'm going to count it down from 60 seconds to tell my daughter the truth or I'm letting it loose. And, oh, I can't say this. And I'm whooping you. Hey! Nut, why bug? If you nut, mom ready to turn. Mom drunk and she ready to left, right, good night. She ready to left, right, good night. This is my type of mom right here. My mom will be ready. Okay, so the countdown officially started. My mom literally, hold on, gotta scroll, literally started counting from 60. By the time she got to 40, Ashley realized my mama wasn't playing. Because at this point, my mom had went and put rings on her finger, took her earrings out, and put her hair in a bun. This is what I'm talking about. If your mom not ready to knock, look toward game over. Flip. If your mom not ready to knock, tell your mom to get right, get tight. If your mom is not ready to pull up and show out, tell them to get right and tight. My mom got a bad back, a bad neck, and a bad shoulder. But I bet you if I called my mom and said this lady was messing with me, my mom is in there. In there. Okay? Okay. So as my mom, as my mom continues to count down, she gets to 30 and Ashley says, okay, I'll tell her. Everybody gets quiet because everyone has been yelling the whole time. Tell her what? Tell her what? Y'all got y'all hold before I read this next part. You got your tea, you got your coffee, you got your juice. Don't sip it. Don't sip it while I'm reading this next part. I don't want you to spit it out. She says her name. You know I love you. I've always wanted the best for you, and I have never ever wanted to hurt you, but I have done something wrong. And now that your mom is bringing it up, I'm going to just tell you. I have been sleeping with wait, what is it supposed to say? We'll call him Michael. I'm assuming this is the husband. I have been sleeping with Michael for 7 years. Now, remember the beginning of the story. They've had infertility issues for 7 years and was married for 9. Remember the beginning of the story. All right. I have been sleeping with Michael for 7 years. And we'll call him John John. And John John is his baby. Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh, it hurts real bad. Huh? Huh? Lock me up in Alcatraz. Lock me up in Alcatraz. Harry, you're going to have to use your wand to come get me because I'm finna go to jail. Here we go. Keep in mind, John John is 5 going on 6. I look good in orange, black, cream, navy blue. To jail. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I promise you I'm going to jail. Promise you I'm going to jail. You hear me? That's not it. Hold, please. After she said that, I just stood there in complete and utter shock. At first, I didn't want to believe her, and I thought it was all a joke because we're drunk. I assumed this was something her and my mom put together to prank me. At that moment, I call my husband and ask him if it's true. He says, I'm at work. I will talk about this later, and hangs up on me. My mom then says, oh no, Ashley, you better tell her the rest. What I just saw, hold your tits. Hold your tits. Hold your tits. If you have a peen, hold your peen. Okay? She goes, how the hell is there more? You just ruined my life and my marriage. How is there more? Ashley explains, at the time of John being, the sentence structure, at the time of John John being conceived, okay? I'm trying to figure out how to word this so YouTube don't get upset. At the time of John John being conceived, it was in a situation where a reverse harem was going on. For the kids who don't know what reverse harem is, it is normally a female, multiple men. That's a reverse harem. 2 or more. 2 or more. Hold. My mom then yells, you're lying. Tell the truth. I want to get to the part where mama know all this. Mama, how you know? Okay, hold on. She goes, that is the truth, but things happen continuously throughout the night where it ended up being more of a sum. It started out a reverse harem. We don't know how many. It started out as a reverse harem and ended in a sum. I then say, well, then how the heck do you know John John is my husband's? There's a lot of this. I have to figure out a way to say it. I've got to figure out a way to say it so you two don't get pissed. Okay. We'll skip that. She's pretty much saying because she knows when the crayons were leaked after melting. Go with me, damn it. Okay. Analogies, I'm not good at them. Okay. Since she goes, well, who was the other person? As we all sit there and wait for her to get the courage to answer, my mom is sitting in the corner waiting to pounce. I'm trying to stay calm because I'm hyperventilating. My sister walks in the door. I think I need more tea. Oh my God, my tea is almost gone. I think I need more tea. I think I need more tea. Hold on. Oh. My sister walks through the door. What type of book am I reading? Next paragraph. As my sister walks in after having her date night with her boyfriend, just don't get it. You got red all over your hands. Go wash your hands. As my sister walks in from the date with her boyfriend, hey y'all, what's going on? Very happy, like we're all in a good mood. I then say, where you been? Because apparently my husband has been sleeping with my best friend for 7 years. As soon as I said that, she looks at my mom. Hold on. She looks at my dad. She looks at my uncle, and her whole face goes white. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Oh, the sentence structure, my sweets. What's wrong with you? I don't know what this is trying to say right now. Eventually, Ashley says the third person was your sister. We'll call her. Is that supposed to say Sonia? We'll call her Sonia. I think that's the Sonia. Not the crayons melting. Well, I'm trying to think of something that leaks when it melts. Ciao, bye. Sonia. I then turn and look at my sister and go, there's no way. There's no way for 7 years or 6 years you have been sleeping with my husband as well. Sonia says, in my defense, I was sleeping with him 3 years before you met him. Jail! I'm going to jail. Prison. Alcatraz. Book him, Dano. Book him. You've been sleeping with him 3 years before I even met him. So when I met him and started dating him and got in a relationship and got engaged and got married, nowhere in there did you feel the need to tell your sister that he was your jump off? At no point. Jail. Check. Book it, Dano, because guess what? Nobody's making out of that house. No one's making it out of the house. Book him, Dano. Book me. Is it self-defense if I claim I snapped? I like very like Chicago. I blacked out. I just couldn't remember a thing. All I know is when I woke up, I only knew they were dead. Like, is it like that? Like, is it like that? She had it coming. Like, is it like that? It's like that. It's like that. Sis and Bestie want to do what? Pop, 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 pop. I promise you, left, right, good night, and then I'm finna to go to jail. Is that self-defense in certain states? Baby, listen. Jail. And I'm going, and look, the mugshot is, you hear me? The mugshot is, why were you smiling at that time? Do you have no remorse? I have remorse now. I think at that time I was just so completely distraught. I just didn't know what to do. And when I get out and get off that case, because you can't get me with double jeopardy, baby, no regrets. Peanut butter jelly. Like, no regrets. I mean it. No regrets. I mean, there's more. Like, Hanal tool set cheese. Yeah. Of course, I state the obvious questions. Why didn't you tell me? Why would you let me get married to him? Why did you continue sleeping with my husband? As she's crying, she's saying, I don't know. I just couldn't tell you, and I couldn't stop. I'm sorry, is this peen made of gold as well? Is this thing, you know, out of this world? Is it in the building every time it comes around? Is there a damn floor announcement in rose petals? You're a queen to be. Like, is it like, is it, is it, this peen must be the best peen ever in peendom. This is the best peen ever in peendom. Okay. Last part. Last part. It's that Drake peen. That one that'll hit you in the forehead and give you a dick scuff mark on your forehead. I'm sorry, TikTok. I mean, I'm sorry, YouTube. Listen. That expectus petroleum type shit. Expelliarmus type peen out here. Wingardium Leviosa type peen out here. Got bitches levitating out here. Oh my God. Okay, last part. I'm sorry, what? Who? You know what? Hold, please. Sorry. This just popped up and I know the devil is a lie. I know it's a whole lie. What's their name? I don't know you. I love how Instagram just gets you to follow people claiming you requested them. I didn't. We're all yelling, we're all screaming, we're all about to fight. My dad is holding my mom. My uncle is holding me. My other uncle is trying to calm down Sonia, my sister, and my aunt is literally in the face of Ashley, my best friend. Eventually, between all the yelling, I scream at the top of my lungs, wait a minute. Everything stops. I feel like this is about to be fatality, finishing. Okay? I feel like that's where we're going in this. I feel like that's where we're going with this. I feel like this is where we're going. I then, as everyone calms down and stops talking after I scream, I then say, Mom, how do you know all of this? My dad then says, yeah, we'll call my mom, Kathy. Yeah, Kathy, why do you know all of this to the point that you made Ashley tell her? How, Sway? My mom stares at me in my face while everyone is quiet. Ashley is crying, Sonia is crying, but everyone is held at a distance from each other. Even my aunt, who was in Ashley's face, stopped to get the answer. My mom says, baby, I love you, but your husband has been trying to have sex with me for 10 years. Prison! Prison. 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 Your mom never told you that your husband was trying to sleep with her for 10 years and you only been with him for 9? Mom, you're guilty too. Going to jail. Book him, Dano. Book me. I'm going to jail. Not only am I taking my mama out, my sister out, my best friend out, and my husband. Book me. Book me. Book me. Book me. Everyone gasps, and I go, what do you mean? I mean, every opportunity he got for sexual advance towards me, he took it. Of course, I declined him because I loved you. But I also told you not to marry him. And that's the end of the goddamn email. Police! Police! Book him, Dano. Throw the jail on him. Throw the jail on him. Throw the jail on him, the friend, the sister. Mom, you can go to jail in a 72-hour hold because you was out here holding for 10 years. Regardless if you told me not to marry him, you didn't tell me he was trying to sleep with you. If you would told me that, I might not have married him. Not, baby, I love you. I just don't think he's the right for you. Don't marry him. No, he's been trying to boink your mom, been sleeping with your sister. You knew about the sister. You knew about the best friend. And you still didn't tell me the details and let me marry this man. I almost had a baby with this man. I need a criminal lawyer and a divorce lawyer at the same time. Is that what a criminal lawyer is for homicide? Is that what criminal lawyers are for homicide? Yeah, I need a criminal lawyer and I need a divorce lawyer at the same damn time. Like, listen, I'm starting to feel like in my spirit, deep in my fupa, I feel like mom took one of those advances. I feel like mom took a ride on the choo-choo train. Here's how we knew that the child was his, because she started in a reverse harem but didn't finish anything in the reverse harem. She finished in the sum that had the husband and the best friend and the sister. It ended up being the sister, the best friend, and the husband. It's his baby. Deep in my fupa, I think the mom tapped that. That'd be intercontinental peen. You see what I'm saying? Intercontinental. All aboard, listen. Come on, ride the train. Ride it. Woo, woo. Okay? At this point, it's like everybody in the family might as well get a go around. At this point, I feel like this girl should have told me the uncle was sleeping with him too. The auntie, grandmama, like everybody, just every damn body. Oh, girl, I hope you got, well, she said ex-husband, so she got a divorce. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. We going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. The fuck? I be good, gosh dang it. Like, it's like the International House of Peen instead of International House of Pancakes. It's IHOP. We calling him IHOP. That's what it were, the fertility issues because of what was going on over there. What he already had a baby. His was crazy. You have a baby. And you over here got her stressed and struggling and upset because she can't have no baby. You already had one. And who knows what else you came over here and gave me, which is why I couldn't have none. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Jail. You out here running around, dude, like you got whole Croxes all over. Just, but whole Croxes everywhere. I love a good Harry Potter reference. God damn it. Hedwig, handle it. Like, now I'm mad that that's the end of that email. And if you in here and you sent me this email, can you please give me a part 2? A part 2, a part 3, shit, a part 4. At this point, I feel like I need an update on this. Please and thank you. We in the tea community here would appreciate an update. Okay? We would appreciate it. He moving like a revolving door. All right, last story, y'all, because y'all know y'all got shit to do on this good old Sunday. Yay, okay? Here we go. Oh, wait, let me move these ones over. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I got to stop reading the first sentence before I read it out loud, I think. Before you judge me. That's literally how that starts. Before you judge me. Before you judge me, just know that I found you through my FYP on TikTok, and I felt like this story needed to be told. However, out of sheer embarrassment, I will not follow you. But it's nice to get the story off my chest. That makes me sad. You don't want to hear everybody else's tea? You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Here we go. I want to explain how this hurts my spirit. Y'all ever heard of that song? It's from a movie. It's really silly. I'm my own grandpa. Y'all ever heard that song? I'm my own grandpa. And it runs through how he ended up being his own grandpa. Like the aunt, the sister, the blue, blue, blue. Y'all heard that song? All right. Keep that in mind. I want to explain how I ended up having a baby with not only my uncle, but my grandfather. But, so you did it. So you did it twice? With two. Huh? Oh, okay. When I was 17, I met a guy who was a little older. Of course, me being young and him being older, having a car and having a job and living in the world, I thought he was attractive. He respected me enough by waiting for me to do anything physical or even to take me on a date for 2 years. So now she's 19. She's been talking to this joker since she was 17, and he's older. Jail. Moving on. Okay, moving on. I feel like I need a ding, 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 ding type music going right now, but move on. When I turned 19, he really celebrated my birthday, and my family actually came to accept him because they thought he was genuine. Keep in mind, I'm adopted. There's two different guys. There's an uncle and a grandpa. She had babies with each one of them. Keep in mind, I am adopted. I knew nothing about my original family except for my mother's name and the city and state for which I was born. My adoptive family decided to keep my name exactly the same, just hyphenating it to theirs, so I felt like a part of the family. After months of dating, she didn't give a name, dating this guy, I found out I was pregnant. At that time, of course, with hormones, I wanted to find out more about my origin. So I did a 21andMe, and whatever the one is called where you send in a blood sample. Which one do you send in a blood sample for? What is that called? That they run your blood, your DNA? Like, what is that? I thought 21andMe is like the swab, like you swab your mouth. Which one is a blood sample? Okay. It took 6 to 9 weeks to get the results. I love the fact that I found out that my history and bloodline was rich in culture, that I will get an opportunity to learn and teach my son, who at the time was 1. What I also loved is that you get some distinctive timelines and information about people in your family tree. When I got the results, I sat and I was telling my boyfriend about it. And I mentioned a specific name who ended up being a relative in my tree. Note that I don't feel comfortable saying how they're related to me or their real names. So stay with me. Once I said those names, one name stood out to him where he mentioned he had a family member named that name. Long story short, I figured out my boyfriend and the father of my 1-year-old son is my uncle. Sweet home Alabama. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. What the fuck? Thank you. Was quite a bit older. Keeping it in the damn bloodline. You hear me? Holy moly guacamole. After we figured this out, obviously our relationship was over, but at the end of the day, we have a son. So we are in a good place as far as co-parenting, but we do not tell people that that is his father. We just say it's his uncle. What I'm mad about is you didn't tell me if the son knows that that's his real daddy or not. Are you going to tell him when he's older? You going to tell him the story? Or you going to let that mother believe he ain't got no daddy and that's just his uncle taking care of him all these years? Y'all ever seen the series After? It's giving After right now. It's giving After. That the best friend of the drunk dad was the daddy, and ain't nobody tell that fool until he was fucking 20. Now, the next part can be confusing, but I will try to make it short. Oh, I don't know what you're trying to say here. That spelling is fucked up. Isn't there spell check on every goddamn device? Why is the spell check? I will try to keep it short. I think you're trying to say concise where it will make sense. So I grew up with 3 grandfathers. What? Huh? One? This is very much giving 1 plus 1 is 987. Like mom, dad, grandfather, 1 plus 1 equals 2, not 957. So how do you have 3? How, maybe they're gay. Hold. Okay. Hold, please. I grew up with 3 grandfathers. Yes, I know that is a weird number. I'm glad you know that. But my whole life, him, she's calling him him has always been known as my grandfather. He is 23 years my senior. How old am I? 37. If my grandfather was still alive, he would be like 80 something, in his late 80s, even. Because wait, my grandmother, when she passed, was 70. They were literally like a few months in birthday apart. I think they were both 70 or 70 and 71. Okay. And she passed away when Livy was like 2 or 3. Livy is down. See, here come the math, not math. It's 2024 to what? Okay. Don't go to that damn couch. I'm not going to. Oh. I'm going upstairs. Okay. Stay close to the TV. Thank you. The math isn't mathing. Because I'm 37 and my granddad will be and grandmother will be in their late 80s right now. That's like 40 or 50 years, give or take, older than me. One was 23 years your senior. Baby, that's more like your uncle. Like, moving on. Okay. However, this is the way my family was set up, and we've all became accustomed to it, and no one ever questioned it, including me. I will also admit, and that I'm embarrassed about, I used to be heavy in the drug scene. I won't get into specifics. Just know that I'm clean and I'm happier now. Okay. Uh Libby, turn that TV down. Okay. Uh hurting my spirit actually a little bit. So one particular weekend I went on a binge. I hope y'all all know what a binge is. I'm not going to describe that. Okay. So one weekend I went on a binge, and to be honest, majority of it is a blur. What I didn't know was my one grandfather, who was 23 years my senior, was also into drugs. Okay. And apparently was a part of my weekend. I didn't know this until someone who was also at said events with me informed me and showed me a picture of who I was with and some of the things I was doing. So long story short, due to this being years later, my 5-year-old son belongs to my quote unquote grandfather, and my other son belongs to my uncle. I don't even know that's tea. I feel distraught. I don't even feel bad for her. I feel bad for the kids, no? Because they got to grow up with the craziest of scenarios. And then if they get with a spouse or somebody, they got to explain this shit. Sway, how do you explain that without being embarrassed? I would lie and say my whole family was, I would lie and say I ain't had no family. They was all gone. Like, now that we've read the whole story, now I know why you don't want to follow me. I'm not gonna hold you, my sweets. If you are in here, baby, this is embarrassing. I mean it. It's embarrassing, and I hope your kids are safe, and I hope your kids are okay, and y'all are living a great life, baby. This is embarrassing as fuck. I ain't even. I promise you, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not. Hands up, don't shoot. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Oh, I'm out of tea. Right on time. Lord have mercy. Tori, I only have 2 new stories in the box that I got to save for Wednesday. Hopefully, we get some more stories. That one was fucked up. But what got me fucked up is the mom, the sister, the best friend. And you getting the left, right, good night on the diseases. Ooh, doggy. Listen, that my feelings is fucking hurt. I ain't gonna fucking hold you. Signing and bopping in these streets. She didn't, I understand she didn't know it was the uncle, but damn. Now you out here in these streets and your quote unquote grandfather, I don't even know if that's the real grandfather or not. Who knows? Just my feelings is hurt for that girl. My feelings is hurt for them kids. You hear me? My feelings is hurt for them kids. I mean it. I mean it. Jail. All right, y'all, listen. Tea Time with the Puffessor is every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 a.m. I will put a streaming notification here on the YouTubes. Make sure you follow me, put your notifications on. I will always update TikTok a half an hour before I go live over here so y'all know what time, and I will have the live event posted over there as well. Thank you for everyone that is following me. Thank you for everyone who liked it up. I appreciate it. It's good for the algorithms. These people do need counseling. I wish I was a damn therapist. I got 2 more stories in the chamber, and I have a lot of friends. So trust me, the stories will not be endless. Just know that. Okay. Yeah. I'll just change names and things and such. Okay. But we won't run out of tea. We won't run out of tea. I double triple dog promise you we won't. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming and supporting me over here on the YouTubes. I like it over here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I got things over there, things over here. Oh, but where's the Ouija board, baby? These people need a sky daddy. They need a sky daddy and a therapist, and they need some sage and maybe some of the devil's lettuce and some spicy water. They need a lot of things. A lot of things and stuff. All of y'all who are from the TikToks, I will see y'all tonight for the Puff battle. 5:36 p.m. I will be on there tonight, honey. I'm going to go watch a BL and start posting reactions, my sweets. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, baby. Y'all enjoy it. This tea, that damn story with the sister and the mom and the ooh doggy. How you get the clap and herpes? 9. Oh shit. I love y'all. Glitter Megs, I know you at work. I love your face. Don't let the man get you down at work. Okay. I love y'all so much. I love y'all faces. Y'all had, it was a two-piece and a biscuit. A 2-piece and a biscuit. Extra crispy. With mashed potatoes and gravy. Just the fuck? Okay. There's nothing in this cup and I keep picking it up. I love y'all. I will see y'all tonight on the Clock app. Make sure you follow, turn them notifications on. Please share. I love your faces.